On October 1st, 1971, Walt Disney World opened to the public, with 2 resort hotels and 1 theme park, the Magic Kingdom. Within the first year of opening, Walt Disney World began to experience the problem that had long plagued Disneyland Park in Anaheim: long waits for attractions. 2 of the most dreaded waits were for the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride and the Country Bear Jamboree show. The wait for 20,000 Leagues consistently sat at 1 hour, and the wait for the Country Bear Jamboree could go over an hour on busier days. This might be surprising to you if you visited the parks recently. Today, the Country Bear Jamboree almost never fills its theater, and 20,000 Leagues no longer exists. However, when Magic Kingdom opened, these 2 attractions had some of the longest waits in the park. This can be explained by looking at the arrival rate and service rate of these attractions. The service rate for theme park attractions is generally measured in hourly capacity, or how many guests can board an attraction within 1 hour. 20,000 Leagues was a low-capacity attraction, only able to accommodate
I was born. So this is the place that I'm supposed to work and live and die and bank and pay taxes and date, all of these things.
Date. Yeah. Well, I was born in Cleveland, Ohio in the U.S., right on the lake and right across the lake from Canada. And I look and I say, what if, I'd been born right across that lake? I mean, the grand scheme of things, that lake is a pretty small thing. And if you're Canadian, you can leave your country and you can leave your tax burden behind, for one thing. You don't have to follow Canadian regulations when you live overseas. You have a passport that for years, it's the joke that people respect you a lot more, and people are more open to giving you a bank account in other countries. Just think, like, life as a global citizen is a lot easier. Life just as a Canadian traveling is a lot easier. People aren't picking on you. And to say that you're born that close,
first of all, thanks for doing this. I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Long time coming. I'm glad we're doing it in person and not
Likewise.
remotely. And I think what I want to do is start with your origin story, because your path is very unlikely. Your path to becoming a scientist, and I think it actually also kind of contextualizes some of the things that I want to talk about with you today. So maybe start there.
Sure. So on the one hand, maybe I was fated to become a scientist. I guess the 2 things that are relevant there are, I always loved animals, and I've always been obsessed with animal behavior. Like, just could watch Cousteau shows growing up, underwater life or animals hunting, animals doing anything is just so fascinating to me, because I think even at a really young age, I've always just been intrigued in sort of what drives different animals to behave in the way they do, and how body form matches to.
What have they found? One of the most interesting discoveries is a collection of letters from Galileo Galilei during his trial for heresy in the 1600s. These letters give us a clearer picture of the conflict between science and religion at the time, especially how Galileo's ideas challenged the church. Another intriguing find is a series of secret diplomatic letters from Pope Pius V.
The person himself of Pius XII will come out in a different way, of course, because there are answers to questions that are open.
During World War II, there has always been controversy about what the Pope did during the Holocaust. Was he silent, or was he secretly working to help people? These documents give us some clues.